Good morning everyone. Today we are going to study about geology. First topic we are going to discuss is branches of geology useful in civil engineering. But before that we have to learn about what geology is. Geology is derived from the Greek word. It is this addition of two words, geo and logos. Geo refers to earth and logos means science. Geology is a science that deals with study of earth as a planet. Thus, it includes essence of scientific study, deals with age, origin, structure of earth. It also deals with evolution, modification, extinction of various surface and subsurface physical features like mountains, plateaus, plains, valleys, basins, caves, and all coastal, marine, and submarine forms. So basically, geology is a science which deals with the formation of rocks, formation of lakes, depressions, mountains, everything which is related to the surface of the earth. So basically, a civil engineer who is working on the field has to learn about geology, and he have to have knowledge about the rocks and the plain and the land about on which he is going to make a building or so he should know about the basic nature of the rocks, formation of rocks, about the properties of rocks, land, so that the structure which is made by any civil engineer will have the maximum benefit for the occupants. So today we are going to discuss about branches of geology. So there are main core branches of geology, which are physical geology, mineralogy, petrology, structural geology, stratigraphy, paleontology, economic geology. First, physical geology. Study of upper surface of earth, that is mountain, valley, plains, and time to time changes due to weathering and erosion. Study of landslides, volcanoes, and earthquake refers in physical geology. Mineralogy refers to the branch of geology which deals with the scientific study of minerals. Minerals are naturally occurring inorganic solid, definite chemical composition, internal structure. In mineralogy, mostly studied its optical properties, that is internal structure of minerals, that is cubic or hexagonal, etc. Petrology. It is a Greek word. It is derived from a Greek word petro, which means rocks. So the petrology refers to the study of origin, texture, structure, formation, composition of different types of rocks, etc. Structural geology. It refers to rock from the earth crust undergoes various deformation, dislocation, disturbances under the influence of tectonic forces. That is, the study of various geological structures like fault, joint is called as structural geology. Next is stratigraphy, which is made from two words, strata and graphy. Strata refers to sedimentary bed and graphy refers to describe. This branch of geology deals with study of rock layers and layering in relation to their geological age, that is map of rock beds. So therefore it is primarily used in the study of sedimentary and layered volcanic rock. Next is paleontology, study of fossil, plants and animal remains found preserved in the rock and sediments. This study also deals with sediments. The study also deals with the condition of fossilization and their mode of preservation, that is study of fossil fuels, coal, petroleum and natural gases. Next is economic geology. It refers to the branch of geology which deals with the study of economic values of mineral, at what value to explore in percent and how much proportion we add minerals to ore, that like further studies etc. called economic geology. There are some allied branches of geology also, which are related to the civil engineering and other engineering branches, that is engineering geology, the application of geology for safe, stable and economical design and construction of civil engineering projects. Next is mining geology. It is technical branch of geology, deals with study of exploration of minerals. Exploration of minerals are of different methods: open cast mining and underground mining, blasting, depending upon nearby environmental nature. Next is hydrogeology. Hydrogeology is derived from the addition of two words, hydro and geology. Hydro refers to water and geology refers to study of earth. So hydrogeology deals with the distribution and movement of groundwater in soil and rock, earth crust. Next is and hydrogeology is also used in the construction of tunnels. Next is geophysics. In this branch deals with the study of earth using quantitative physical methods, in which study of rock properties such as magnetism, resistivity and electrical conductivity, that is combination of physics with geology. So it is technical branch in which different technical instruments are used to check groundwater, minerals, cavity is there or not, etc. Next is geochemistry. Study of mineral chemistry of different elements present in the earth crust, that is how affect the rock in different conditions at which different pressure or temperature changes. There are some other branch of geology also, which are crystallography, mining engineering and petroleum engineering. Basically, we are going to focus on the allied branches of geology because these branches of geologies are related to the civil engineering branches. Next is important of geological studies in different civil engineering projects. Study of geological studies in civil engineering issue on construction site to avoid probable threats which may be created by geological factors. Geological factors, it includes surface and subsurface structures which may affect location, design, stability of site, operation, cost and maintenance of civil engineering works. Third, aim of civil engineering to design, construction and maintain civil engineering structures in economic way with durable and use of existing latest technology. So to achieve economy, the material available nearby site in nature should be used to minimize the cost of construction. So the study of geology is necessary. In other words, before making any civil structure, we have to know the properties of the land and the rock and soil on which we are going to make our structure, because the land on which we are going to make our structure affects its durability, its lifespan, how much load it can take. Like if we are making a tunnel, so in what direction we have to mine it, and in mining sites, at what depth we should mine so that we get the maximum minerals, and how much beneficially we can use the minerals for economical purposes. So that's all for today. Next we are going to learn about the internal structure of earth in the next lecture. Thank you.